This is the Apple Watch I've wanted for the longest time. And no, this is not the Apple Watch Ultra. This is actually a stainless steel Apple Watch Series 8. And I've wanted the stainless steel one ever since the very first one. I just thought they looked so cool, and every time I see somebody wearing it, it's such a subtle thing. I don't think most people know what a stainless steel Apple Watch is. They won't really understand it, but for those who do, it's just something that's so cool. It's so understated but classy, and I really, really love the look of it. So finally this year, I decided to splurge on it, and I'm going to be so excited to just get into this and try it out. So I went for the graphite one with a Graphite Stainless Steel Milanese Loop. So I'm really excited to try this out. So the box is very similar to a normal Series 8, pretty much a normal Apple Watch that you could have gotten from like pretty much the Series 4. It is a very, very similar packaging. Nothing really special. The one thing that is different is on the Apple Watch SE, you don't have an embossed Apple Watch logo. So as you guys can see, this is embossed. That one just has a black printed Apple Watch on it. So there's a tiny little difference, but let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see if there's any difference on the inside comparatively. All right, open this up and let's see. Okay, so the box seems pretty much similar to every other Apple Watch box I've opened. The inside does have, okay, one thing I am noticing is that there is a little bit more shine on some of these finishes. Again, this might be common to all the Series 8 boxes, but definitely can see that. And let's go ahead and look at the box itself. So you've got the watch and you've got the Milanese Loop. So I actually didn't want the Milanese Loop. I was trying to get I forgot which one. I was trying to get a different one, but unfortunately that would take more time to ship, so I just decided, you know what, no problem. I'll just get the Milanese Loop, because the Milanese Loop is obviously a classic, and it is really, really nice. And honestly, I think it's one of the best pairings with the stainless steel Apple Watch. So the box, pretty much same thing as every other Apple Watch that I've unboxed recently. Just you have the two pull tabs here that you pull on, and that pretty much is it. You can flip it over and lift up the box. And one thing I did see people talk about was they were asking, why is there no plastic? In fact, people were concerned as to there was no plastic on their Apple Watches, and it is fine, guys. Apple has removed plastic from their packaging completely, so you're not going to find any plastic anywhere. So here you've got the Design by Apple in California with the Apple Watch, which is a quick start guide. It just tells you, open up your band, connect the band, turn it on, and you can charge with a magnetic puck. And then the other paper is just safety and regulatory information, so nothing really that interesting in there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charging cable. So the charging cable also is very similar. In fact, but I do think that the stainless steel Apple Watches get a steel finished cable. Let me just try to pull this out real quick to show you guys. No, it's the same as every other Apple Watch charger. It used to be that the Apple Watch, the stainless steel ones, had a stainless finish on the back of the watch, the charger as well, but I believe that, so I guess that is no longer the case. But let me go ahead and put this away since I really have no interest in this right now. Let's take a look at the watch. So one thing I will say is that the watch does come in this really nice little sleeve, and I can already see the shiny finish of that stainless steel, and it looks so exquisite. I'm just so excited. So on the back, it does have 45 millimeter printed on that sleeve. So let me go ahead and take this out. I'm actually so nervous because I feel like I don't want to take this out and possibly risk it getting scratched up. But from my experience with stainless steel, it actually does not scratch at all. I mean, there's micro scratches, but it doesn't dent and it doesn't get as scuffed up as aluminum does. So this is going to be really interesting. And of course, this has the sapphire crystal glass. So this doesn't feel any different from the normal Ion-X glass that every other Apple Watch has, but I am loving this mirror finish stainless steel. It looks absolutely exquisite. So let me go ahead and power this on, and while it's powering on, let's go ahead and take a look at that Milanese Loop as well. So just a single pull tab right here. That comes right off, and let's go ahead and pull this out as well. So Apple Watch, cool. Let's go ahead and see what that's like. So this is the graphite or black steel. I forgot the exact color of this, but this is also a very, very nice stainless steel box. So let me go ahead and show you guys. So this is a lighter gray. This isn't black. This is more of a graphite, so like space gray type finish, which I really like. I do have the space black one too, which would look cool as well. So I'm just gonna put this on to show you guys. little plastic, and this is what it looks like. Let me take the other Apple Watch off so I can actually put it on for a second. And I do have to say this one is significantly heavier too, so it just is heavier in the hand. That's obviously because stainless steel is more heavy than aluminum is, so even though everything else inside the watch is different, it's just the case itself is more heavy now. Ooh, it looks so good and so shiny. I am very much loving the design and color of the Apple Watch. That finish is absolutely exquisite. And before I get going, I did want to see the back of it because it seems a little bit more unique than before. So the back actually, even though it is the same ceramic on the back, it looks very similar. Like, it looks like it's all one color and one finish. Whereas all the older Apple Watches kind of looked like the finish was slightly different on the bottom versus the sides of the case. So that looks very, very cool. I'm really liking this. So what I'm going to do, guys, now is, since I need to set this watch up anyways, I'm going to go ahead, set it up, use it for a little bit, and then give you guys my initial impressions and, you know, the verdict on whether it's worth going for that stainless steel or if you should just stick to the aluminum. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so I have been using the stainless steel Apple Watch Series 8 for the last day or two, and I have to say, right off the bat, I will say this so that you guys don't waste your time. It is almost exactly like the Series 7. There has been no real difference in user experience or real world usage. It feels just the same. Now, the reason it does feel a little bit different to me is because of the stainless steel case and this new design, like not the new design, the new finish. I will get to that in a minute, but let's talk about the Series 8. So the Series 8 has pretty much exactly the same setup as the Series 7, except that it has now two new features that are exclusive to the Series 8, and one of them is crash detection, which is also available on the Apple Watch SE, second generation, and it has cycle tracking with temperature sensors. So now it does have new temperature sensors, which will figure out the ambient temperature of the room and your temperature to figure out, you know, how it's interacting. And if you are a woman, it'll help you figure out when you ovulated. And there are some features that are targeted specifically towards women. If you're a guy, these features, there are no features you can utilize with the temperature sensor. Beyond that, there is no real usability. You can't even see your body temperature on the screen, or there is no app that will let you see like your body temperature the same way you can see your ECG or your heart rate. So that is a little bit disappointing. Now, Apple does say this has an S8 chip, which is newer than the S7, but they literally compared it to the S5, I believe, the 3-year-old chip, and said it was 30% or 20% faster, something like that, which is a minute difference. And that means that there's probably no real difference between the 7 and 8 at all in terms of performance. They didn't talk about the performance at all or like anything new that this can do. So performance-wise, they're going to be quite identical. So that being said, the Series 8 really doesn't have a lot of new things to offer, but as a watch as itself, it is a great product. I love the Apple Watch. It's got so many helpful features. The workouts, the workout tracking has always been really nice for me. Having those rings is just so cool, being able to just watch your progress. There's a lot of good things about the Apple Watch. The Series 8 really just, the only real reason that I'm being so harsh on it is because it's not really that much of a difference from the Series 7. In fact, it's so little of a difference that the only reason I can tell it's any different from my Series 7 is because of the stainless steel case. So this is my first ever Apple Watch with a stainless steel case. And with a stainless steel case, you do get this obviously more polished, shiny stainless steel. And what you also end up getting is sapphire crystal on the front of the display. The glass is sapphire crystal, so that means it's going to be way more scratch resistant. Now, that doesn't mean it's crack resistant. It's still going to crack just the same. Glass is glass at the end of the day, but it is going to be a lot more resistant to those micro scratches that you might see on a aluminum Apple Watch because it just has the normal Ion X glass, which is not bad. It's not like it's going to scratch up immediately, but this just means the sapphire crystal is a little bit more durable when it comes to scratches. It's not more durable to cracks or drops. It's just more, it will stand up to scratches a little bit better. The Apple Watch case, the stainless steel case, it also will just stand up to hits like dings and dents a little bit better. Stainless steel is a harder material, so it won't get as many scuffs and dings as easily as the aluminum ones do. So that is a advantage. And all that being said, this is a $800 option. So if you go for the Series 8, it starts at $400 if you get the normal aluminum one, $430 if you go for the larger band, and it goes up from there depending on if you want to get cellular or not. This is $800. At $800, it's a massive price jump, and it really doesn't justify the cost at all. The hardware is the same compared to the aluminum Series 8, and everything else, the features are the same. You don't get any exclusives on this. You don't even get an exclusive watch face to signify you've spent that double the money on this product compared to the normal aluminum one. So this is the Series 8 on its own is a great watch, but I probably wouldn't recommend anybody buy the stainless steel one. I bought it specifically because I just wanted to try it out. I've always wanted a stainless steel Apple Watch, and I love the way it looks. It looks great, but even I can tell you, as great as it looks, it's not worth twice the money to 99% of people out there. If you're paying $800 for this, I would actually much rather suggest that you go for the Apple Watch Ultra, because at least with this you get better battery life, you get more, some more sensors and features, you get an exclusive watch compilation. It just seems to be a much better deal at $800 compared to this. And this also has the same sapphire crystal glass. It has a titanium body, which is going to be just as durable as the stainless steel. So overall, I would say if you're spending $800, don't go for the stainless steel Apple Watch, go for the Ultra. And if you just want a nice Apple Watch, the Series 8 in aluminum is very, very good. Very hard to go wrong with this. It just is, the fact is that if you have a Series 7, don't bother upgrading, because there isn't any differences really that you'll be able to notice, especially if you're a guy. And if you do want to upgrade, I'd say that the sweet spot to upgrade is if you have a Series 4 or 5, the Series 8 is a great upgrade now. That would be a very nice upgrade, I would say, to go for. If you have like even a Series 6, I would say there's not too much that you can get that's different. But I will say that between the Series 6 and 8, at least there is one difference, and that is the display is bigger on the Series 8. So if you are really wanting for an upgrade, the Series 8 is probably nice. But I would still say if you're at Series 4 or 5, that's where you want to upgrade from. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. And before I wrap up, I will say that the Milanese Loop is also great. It really does pair up really well with the rest of the watch. I think that if you're getting a stainless steel watch, definitely go for the Milanese Loop. It just looks the absolute best. And if you have any questions about the Apple Watch Series 8, and if you want me to compare anything to the Ultra or something, feel free to ask me down in the comments below. I will surely do that. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be comparing the Apple Watch Series 8, the Ultra, and the new 2022 SE to each other, and just give you guys a comprehensive rundown of what each one offers and which one you should buy. So like a nice brief buyer's guide for you guys. So that's going to be coming. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out any of the behind the scenes or more pictures of this watch, be sure to follow me down on social media. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen, and of course linked down in the description as well. Go check me out over there. And if you want to check out any of these watches as well, all of them are going to be in the description. Whenever you use those links, it really does help me, guys. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.